Welcome to the MonkeyLMS Help video series. Today I'll explain in detail some of the features available in your project's settings. This is part 2 in our settings videos. Be sure to check out part 1 if you have any questions about other options and settings. This video concentrates on the lesson quiz, course, and points features. Check out our video on learning paths to learn all about the learning path feature. If all features are disabled, you'll see that there are no options to edit them in settings. To begin, let's look at what enabling lesson quizzes does. You can choose whether the system will notify you if you approve or publish a lesson without a quiz. This is most useful if you intend to include quizzes with most of your content. If most content won't have quizzes, or quizzes will be added at a later time, you can disable the option. If this option is enabled, when you are writing a lesson draft and select Approve, if you have not created a quiz, you will see a pop-up with a notice message. You can click the button to immediately go to the quiz page or proceed to approval. In User View Manager, when you publish a lesson without a quiz, you'll receive another pop-up warning. You can click on the lesson to quickly go back and add the quiz, or proceed and publish. You can choose whether your users are allowed to retake quizzes if they fail, and further, allow them to retake quizzes if they pass. This second option is most useful when your quizzes have multiple questions, where a pass may be 3 out of 5 correct answers, but the user wants to get 5 out of 5. If you do not allow users to retake a quiz on their own, you can instead allow a user's team manager to override this option. That is, team managers can force retakes on their team users. Check out our Teams video for more information on team managers and how they can require retakes. If retakes are enabled, you can choose how many times the user can retake the quiz. Passing a quiz is based on the percentage of questions answered correctly, and you can change the minimum required score percent here. There is only one major change if you enable points with lesson quizzes. Lessons will now each have a point value associated with them. The first time you enable points, you'll be asked to set a default value, which will apply to any lesson quizzes already created. You can change this default at any time in lesson settings. Note, changing the value in settings will not change the value of any lessons with a point value already assigned. When points are enabled, you can also reduce points earned on retakes. If the setting is disabled, the user will receive full points if they retake a quiz. If it is enabled, the point value is decreased by the percent you choose, and points are earned only for the number of attempts you choose. Let's look at enabling courses now. We'll disable points for the time being too. There are several similar options in course settings to lesson quizzes. You can allow users to retake a course exam on a failure or passing score, and choose the number of attempts allowed. You can allow team managers the option to force a retake on users if otherwise the user cannot retake the course exam. With course exams, you can also choose to show whether the correct answers appear when the exam is completed by a user. We don't suggest showing this option if you allow retakes. With course exams, you can award ranks based on the user's score, in addition to a minimum passing score. When you add points to courses, you will be asked to set a default value. This will apply to any course exams that have already been created. Please note, the points option does require that either lesson quizzes or courses be enabled. Without those options, there is nothing to assign points to. Thanks for checking out part 2 of our Settings Help video series.